Hey everybody, it's BenInBeta, and today I wanted to do more of a review, kind of first impressions on the Mohr Bed Stiffeners, and also kind of talk about why you might need these with certain trucks especially, and when you might need these. Now I have an installation video up on how to install these, so you should definitely take a look at that if you're looking to install these, or you've purchased them and you want to install them, or you want to see what it's like to install them. And currently, there's also a giveaway going on for these two sets right here. So if you have a 2024 Toyota Tacoma, you might want to sign up for that giveaway. Links will be in the description for that as well. And these are the version 1 of the bed stiffeners. I have version 2, and there's a slight difference here in terms of which direction this hole is, basically to make it easier to install without having to kind of modify them. But anyway, that's what the version 1s are, is they have the horizontal slats instead of the vertical slats here. So definitely hit the link in the description if you want to sign up. Once I get to 1,500 subscribers, we will be giving away 2 pairs of these to 2 lucky winners. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what bed stiffeners are and why you might need them. So this is a Toyota Tacoma, and Toyota pickup trucks have what are called composite beds, and that's basically more of a plastic type of bed. It's not just plastic, but it is more of a plastic bed than a metal bed, like you'd see in a lot of other trucks that are steel or aluminum. And what that can mean is there's a little bit more flex in the bed when you're going over obstacles or when you have a lot of weight on your vehicle. So if you're a contractor, if you're an overlander, or even an off-roader who takes a lot of gear that's attached to the top of their vehicle, something with like this Couette bed rack that also has the panel kit on it, this is gonna weigh over 100 pounds by itself. Then I've got a 230 pound tent that goes on top of there. So what can happen then with all that weight on top of there when you're going over obstacles, off-road, that kind of thing, your bed can shift a little bit, and that can cause issues with all the things that are connected to it if it doesn't stay nice and stiff. So hopefully that kind of answers why you'd want to be able to stiffen your bed. But there's another reason on the 2024 Tacoma that you definitely want to keep things really rigid in the back, and that is anything with a premium package is going to have a power tailgate. And if that shifts just a little bit, the power tailgate doesn't want to come down. And I've had that issue with mine. It didn't do it all the time, but starting like in the middle of last summer, it started not wanting to open all the time, and I'd have to pull it open, and that was just kind of a pain in the butt. The last time I took it into Toyota, they did kind of try to modify this connection point, which we think was the problem. Any kind of torsion might get it a little bit out of square, and then therefore it might not want to come up or down, or it might not clip on properly. So these will help with some of that too and stiffen that up. And that's why Toyota Tacomas specifically often have bed stiffeners in them when people are doing overlanding. Again, if you're a contractor that has a lot of heavy weight up on top, stuff like that, these can be helpful. On other vehicles that have steel beds, that may be less of a requirement or something you want to have, but if you're putting a lot of weight on top of your bed, you might still want something there just to make sure that things aren't going to shift. So again, the only reason you would need the bed stiffeners is if you're putting a bunch of weight on top of your bed. If you're not going to go off-roading ever, you don't need to put them on. But if you're going to be taking it off-roading, overlanding, that kind of thing, and putting a bunch of weight on, that is when you'd want to stiffen your bed. So I hope people understand now why you'd want bed stiffeners and when you'd want to use them. Now, Toyota does sell some stiffeners with their kits that they have from ARB for your bed, and they actually do include stiffeners as well. But these are some aftermarket stiffeners from AdventureMohr, and there's a couple reasons why I really like these. Now, these are made specifically for the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, and they go in really simply. Now, other bed stiffeners, when you buy them, they'll have these same connection points here where you're gonna use your tie down in your bed and then your bed bolt, but then they actually have to be drilled into your bed. And again, because I've had problems with my tailgate, I definitely don't want to drill into here if I don't have to. I just prefer not to mess with anything where those electronics are. So I would like to be able to just bolt mine on. And this is one of the only pair, if not the only pair of bed stiffeners that I found that are bolt on from AdventureMohr. And you can see there's 2 bolts up here and then the 2 bolts down here. And this is in here as solid as you could ever want. It's a really, really easy installation, especially if you don't have a bed liner. This goes in really easy. So that's what bed stiffeners do. And that's why I really like these. Easy to bolt on, and if I sold the truck and I didn't want to keep these with, I wanted to sell them separately or whatever, I can take them out. And that's another reason why I wanted to buy these, just in case I ever wanted to take them out, I can do that. So now that you know a little bit more about the AdventureMohr bed stiffeners, there are a couple other special features on these. What I really like is they have a ton of tie down points on them as well, which I can now use like my roller cams here to tie down my fridge or other items in my vehicle. And I have a couple different places besides just this tie down. Sometimes this might be blocked by something to sit on top of that. So now I've got 4 tie downs in each side for me to be able to tie something to that, and that's great. And not only can I use them in this fashion, but Roller Cam has these clip-on ones, which often are hard to get into some of the different tie downs that I have for the Tacoma. These slip right on, and now I can tie down from there too. I could even go straight across here to prevent things from coming out, which that's pretty cool. And again, at 3 different levels, so I could really keep something in the back of my bed pretty easily. So that's another feature that I really like about these. So first impressions wise are that these are a really good product. They're really, really easy to install. Adventure Mohr really does make great products. You should definitely check them out. The links are in the description. So is that giveaway. Once I reach 1,500 subscribers though, that contest is gonna happen and we won't have those anymore, but you can still buy them on their website. But do remember that the giveaway is for the horizontal slatted ones. So if you want the vertical ones, you do have to buy them from Adventure Mohr. Links are in the description for that. So if you have any questions about these bed stiffeners or want to know anything more, please put those in the comments below and I'd love to answer those. Remember that these videos do take a lot of time and effort to make, so please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you found this at all helpful whatsoever. Share this out with other people who might have a 24 Tacoma and are looking for some bed stiffeners or into overlanding and off-roading, that kind of thing. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, live your life in beta, and we'll see you next time.